Good evening, class. Today we have the second session for XAT. Hope you have attended first session and it was a little beneficial for you for your XAT preparation. Okay, going ahead. First of all, my apologies for yesterday. There was some technical issue with my computer, so I could not take the class yesterday. So, in the last class, we discussed about the quant section. This session will be comprising mainly about the DI section of the XAT examination. Some of the questions have been taken from uh, last few XAT papers only. So instead of wasting more of your time, we'll go ahead directly with the questions. Hope you have received this question sheet which I have shared yesterday. So we'll be doing those questions only. So we have around 9-10 questions. So let's see if it helps for your XAT preparation. Okay. Question number 1 to 5 is a pie question. So first 5 questions will be depending upon these two charts, one pie chart and a line graph. So it's 8:02 now. So I'll give you around say 12 minutes to solve these questions, and let's review after that. In the meanwhile, I'll also tell about the XAT DI section specifically. XAT DI section is not that much, I'll say, calculation intensive, but it's more of a logical intensive. In fact, the whole of XAT paper is like a LR paper. So if you are good with LR or if you are good with your uh, logical applications, it's a good paper to crack. And as I have already mentioned about the XAT paper, that is the toughest examination of the session of the whole season. So it gives you an edge as well as it gives you a caution for this examination. The thing is, caution for not getting so much frustrated with seeing the paper, because the paper is same for all the participants. So if paper is very tough, then obviously the cutoff will be very low. So you should choose wisely and attempt the questions rather than being nervous and creating a hoopla of everything. So it's like most of the people actually fail in that because of their desperation and frustration seeing the paper. So this is actually an edge for you because it will actually decrease the competition. So it's a test of your perseverance. It's a test of your patience as well. So with this piece of advice, I'll ask you to do first 5 questions in next say 12 minutes. So it's 8:03 now. So 8:15 will be reviewing the first 5 questions. So let me read it out also the question. The following pie chart shows the percentage of students passed in an examination from different parts of the country. So it's a pie chart giving this. And the following graph shows the percentage of students who passed their graduation as a fresher in 1999. So this is a pie chart for all the states that has been given. So I cannot paste these charts obviously in the chat window, but what I can do is I'll paste the 5 questions in your chat window for all those who have not got the question sheet, but I believe most of you might have got it. So In the meanwhile, if you have any question or if you have any problem with the XAT thing, you can raise the questions. So Rajesh is saying that he has not got the questions. No problem. I'll take a screenshot of these two graphs, and the questions I have already pasted in the chat window. You can take it from there. So, we'll review it at 8:18. With my experience about last few years of that, I'll say that choose one of the LR wisely and give some time to attempt this LR, because the LRs asked in that will always consist of 4, 5, 6 variables. It's like there are 5 people, John, Johnny, like this. They have different taste, and then their color of the tie is this. Then they are asking for ball this. Their profession is this. So 5, 6 variables will be there, and it's not easy to solve those questions, and that too with so much pressure situation that you are in. So it will take some time, but what I'll suggest is practice those questions too much in your spare time right now. Means after giving your CAT, you have around a month for that preparation, I guess. So you can practice in those time and then try to solve those questions. Give some time, give around 10-12 minutes for that question, and once you are solved, you have secured 5 questions easily. And if you are solving 2-3 LRs like that, your cutoff is okay. You need not to solve more than that. So LR is a big key in that paper. And similarly with DI also, choosing the set is the most important thing. And a suggestion for the essay question. Essay question will be evaluated only in the interview. So essay thing is, see, essay will always consider 3 things: the start, the body, and the conclusion. That needs to be there. And it is always judged on the clarity of your thought, the grammar, and the presentation. These 3 things is going to judge your total essay thing. So most of the time essays will be a lot more philosophical or economic perspective thing. So quote examples, be precise but be up to the mark, means it should be hitting the right chords rather than meandering here or there. and keep posting your answers on this so that I know that whether you are attempting right now or you are waiting for me to solve the answers. Also, please visit the forum of Minds Work. So a lot of good questions I'm posting and some of your fellow friends are posting. So that will actually help a lot in your preparation. And try to solve also and try to answer also those questions on the forum itself. Okay guys, we have reached the time limit, so I'll go ahead with the review. So what we have been given, first we have been given the people who have been passed across the country, the percentage share of each and every state, and then we have been given that those who have passed, out of which how many people were, or how many percentage of people were freshers for each of these states. Now the first question is, if in 1999 the total passed candidates from different parts of the country were 650, then how many of non-fresher candidates from Bihar passed the examination? So, okay, so Bihar, how many people passed? 38%. Okay, out of which 20% were fresher. So they are asking what? Non-fresher candidate. How many people were non-fresher? Was 80% of the 38%. So 80% of 38% means 0.8 into 0.38 into the total number of students. So it will come out to be something around 196 or 97 something. It will come out to be. So we have some option. We have option as 198. Let's see what is the exact option, exact value that it comes out to. 38% of 650 and 80% of it. So 0.8 into 0.38 into 650. So it will come out to be 197.6. So 197.6. So nearest value will be 198. So we have 198 as the option. We have option number 3 as 198. So we'll go ahead and mark option number 3. Okay, moving on to question number 2. If in 1999 the total number of freshers passed from West Bengal is 160, then how many non-fresher candidates passed the examination from others? So freshers from West Bengal is 160. So freshers is 25% of the total West Bengal. 25% of the total West Bengal. West Bengal is 10%. So 25% of it is 2.5%. 2.5% of the total candidates were is equal to 160. So what will be the total candidate? Total candidate will be 160 divided by 0.025. It will come out to be 6400. Now what they are asking, how many non-fresher candidates passed the examination from others? Non-fresher candidates were 88% of others. So 88% of others. What is others? Others is 25%. So 88% of others is 0.88 into others 0.25 into the total number of candidates, that is 6400. So how much it will come out to be? It will come out to be 1408. We have option 1408. Yes, we have our option 1408. Which is the option? Option number 4. So we'll go ahead and mark option number 4 as 1408. Okay, now question number 3. If the total passed candidates from UP in 1999 was 112, what is the ratio of the number of freshers from Bihar to that of non-freshers from Orissa? Do we actually need this information? I don't think so. We don't need this information. What is the ratio between, when it is asking just ratio, so it doesn't make any sense. So what is the ratio between the number of freshers from Bihar to that of non-freshers from Orissa? So freshers from Bihar will be 20% of 38%, that is 0.2 into 0.38, and non-freshers from Bihar will be 0.85 into 0.11. So ratio will be 760 by 935 or 152 by 187. Do we have an option like this? No, we don't have an option like this. So we'll go ahead and mark option number 4, that is none of these. Okay, moving on to question number 4. If there is an increase of 10% and 20% candidates from Bihar and others in the year 2000 respectively, and total number of passed candidates from Orissa in 1999 was 77, what would be the approximate total passed candidates from Bihar and others? Okay, now it is saying that total passed candidates from Orissa in 1999 was 77. So what was the total number of candidates? Orissa is 11%, so is divided by 0.11. So it is 700. So we found out the total number of candidates who passed. Approximate number of total number of candidates passed from Bihar and others. Bihar and others is 0.38 from Bihar and 0.25 from others. So it is coming out to be 0.64. That means 64% of 700. So it will come out to be 500. Okay. So we found out 700. Just a minute. We found out that 700 is the total. What would be the approximate total number of candidates from Bihar and Orissa in 2000? So in 1999 it will be 700 into 0.64. But in 2000 what happened? 10% increased from Bihar and 20% from others. So 10% from Bihar means 0.038 and 20% from others is 0.05. So 0.088. So this needs to be added to this. So it comes out to be 700 into 0.728. Okay. So the value comes out to be 510. So we have option 510. Yes, we have option number 4 as 510. Now okay. Moving on to question number 5. If the non-fresher candidates from UP in 1999 was 60, how many candidates passed the examination from all parts of the country? So it is just saying that non-fresher candidates will be 75% of UP. That is 75% of UP means 0.75 into 0.16 into x, which is equal to 60. So they are asking what is the value of x. You can easily solve what is the value of x. What is the value of x? The value of x comes out to be 500. So we have option as 500. Yes, we have option number 1 as 500. Go ahead and mark option number 5. Okay. So first 5 questions are done. So moving on to question number 6, 7, 8 and 9. So question number 6 and 7 you have to solve with this data. So question number 6 and 7, I'll give you say 8 minutes to solve this question. So 8:38. So at 8:38 we'll review these questions. Question number 6 and 7. Okay guys, let's review question number 6 and 7. Very easy questions. So what has been given? Ramya, based in Shanpur, took her car to 400 kilometer to Rampur. So she maintained a log of odometer readings and amount of petrol she purchased at different petrol pumps at different prices. Her car already had 10 liters of petrol at the start of the journey when she purchased petrol at the start of the journey as given in the table below. She had 5 liters remaining at the end of the table. So 10 liters start and 5 liters remaining. So she consumed 5 liters here and she consumed this also. So the total she consumed is this plus 5. So she consumed 50 liters of petrol. 50 liters. And how much distance? 400 kilometers. So first question is, what has been the mileage in kilometer per liter of the car for the entire trip? So mileage is, total distance is 400, total consumed petrol is 50. So it comes out to be 8 kilometer per liter. So not a good car to have, but okay. So we have option A, 8 kilometer per liter. We'll go ahead and mark. Now the second question, that is seventh question. Her car's tank capacity is 35 liters. Petrol costs rupees 45 per liter in Rampur. What is the minimum amount of money she would need for purchasing the petrol for the return trip from Rampur to Shanpur using the same route? Assume the mileage of the car remains unchanged throughout the route. She did not use the car to travel around in Rampur. So what we are asking, the distance for the next immediate petrol point will be 800 to 650 kilometer, that is 150 kilometer. Petrol required to reach at this point, we have already 8 kilometer per liter, so is 150 by 8 liters, and petrol left with at Rampur is 5 liters. So minimum amount of petrol to be purchased is 150 by 8 minus 5, that is 110 by 8 liters. This is the rate of the petrol, that is 45 rupees per liter. So next immediate point is 650 to 600, that is 50 kilometers. Again 50 by 8. So 40 rupees per liter is the rate of petrol. Again similarly we'll find out the distance to reach the next immediate point, that is 600 minus 400, that is 200 kilometers. Petrol to reach out at this point, mileage considered again is 8 kilometer per liter, so 200 by 8. Rate here it is 35 rupees per liter. So minimum amount that needs to be spent is 45 into 110 by 8 plus 40 into 50 by 8 plus 35 into 200 by 8, which comes out to be 1744. So we have option 1744. Yes, we have option D as 1744. So we'll go ahead and mark option D. Okay, we have now last two questions of the day. Okay, few people have doubt in question number 7, so I'll explain this question again. So it is saying that her tank's capacity is 35 liters. Petrol cost 45 rupees per liter in Rampur. What is the minimum amount of money she would need for purchasing the petrol for a return trip from Rampur to Shanpur using the same route? Assume the mileage of the car remains unchanged and she did not use the petrol too. So in the end what happens is she is left with 5 liters of petrol, and now she needs to go from here to here. So 150 kilometer she needs to go. So how many liters of petrol she needs? 150 by she needs 150 by 8 liters of petrol. She is left with 5 liters. So minimum amount of petrol that needs to be purchased at Rampur is 150 by 8 minus 5, that is 110 by 8 liters, and it is given here. If you see, it is given the petrol cost is 45 per liter. So here it is given the petrol price at Rampur is 45 per liter. So she will purchase petrol from there. So petrol she purchased over there. Now, now she is going from 650 to, again, next checkpoint will be 600 kilometers. So 50 kilometers she will go there. And for this, how many liters? 650 by 8 liters. And here the rate is 40 rupees per liter. Similarly, from 600, she needs to go to 400. Again, 200 kilometers, 200 by 8 liters is the amount of liter of petrol that she needs here. So, and the rate at here, it is 35. So, 35 rupees per liter she needs petrol. So, the minimum amount she will spend is this. This is from Rampur to next 650 kilometer petrol bunk. Then it is from 650 to 600. This is from 600 to 400. So it's comes out to be 1744 rupees. Hope it is clear. So we have option D, 1744. So we'll go ahead and mark this. Moving on to question number 8 and 9. So it's a pie chart that has been given, and we have two questions to solve. I'll give you, say, 7 minutes to solve these two questions. So 8:52 will be reviewing these questions. If you have any doubt, please raise. The questions I have pasted in chat window also, so those of you who have not received the question sheet can take it from there. This is the pie chart on which the question is based. So Okay, time is up. So we'll review question number 8 and 9. Okay, it's a pretty simple question. The following pie chart shows the percentage distribution of runs scored by a batsman in a test inning. So this is the percentage has been given. So it's given 36.6% of his runs comes out of for his singles. 12.42 percentage comes out to be from his twos, 3.92% from threes, 43.14 percentage comes from fours, and 3.92 percentage comes from sixes. So if a batsman scored a total of 306 runs, how many fours and six did he hit? So as you can see, fours occupy 43.14% and six occupy 3.92%. So 43.14% of 300 is 129.42. Similarly, 43 point and 43.14% of 6 is 43.14 by 100 into 6. So it is 2.5884. So 43.14% of 306 will be 129.42 plus 2.5884 is 132.66. So number of fours comes out to be 33. Similarly, sixes of 3.92% of 306. So it is comes out to be 12 point something. So contribution of 6 will be 2. So 2 sixes and 33 fours. So we have our option, yeah, 33 and 2. So we'll go ahead and mark option number E. So he scored 33 fours and 2 sixes. Okay. Now what is the change that they are bringing in question number 9? If 5 of the dot balls have been hit for fours and if 2 of the shots for which the batsman scored 3 runs each had fetched him 1 run instead, what would have been the central angle of sector corresponding to the percentage of runs scored in fours? So if 5 of the dot balls have been hit for fours and 2 of the shots for which the batsman scored 3 runs had fetched him 1 run. So the total change in score, what it will be? 5 of the dot balls. So 5 into 4 minus 2 of the shots, 3 minus 1. So it will be 20 minus 4, it will be 16. So the total number will be increased by 16. And what will be the change in number of fours? 5 into 4, 20. So number of fours means the run scored through fours will be increased by 20. So if the total number score is 306 as the initial value, it will be increased by 16. So the total score will be now 322. Now it has been given the initial share of fours is 43.14% of 306. That is 132 point something. Now the new share of fours is 132 point something plus 20 as we have calculated here. That fours will be increased by 20. So it's 152 point something. New share of fours will be 152 by 322. So the angle will be 152 by 322 into 360 degree. So it comes out to be 76 into 360 by 161. Now in order to either you go ahead and satisfy this, or you go ahead and find out the solution of it and then mark, or you can see that what it will be approximately the angle. So the angle comes out to be around 170 degree. With the options, you can mark option number E as 170 degree. If you have any problem in understanding question number 8 and 9, please raise. So Ankita has got it right. Smruddhi has got it right, the 8th one. Vivek, you need to check your calculations once again. So that's it for the day. If you have any doubt till now in all the questions that I have explained today, raise it now. Okay guys, then good night and best of luck for your XAT paper. We'll meet again sometime in any of the sessions. So if you have any problem in preparing for XAT, you can write to me. And if you have any problem with any questions, post it on the forum of Mindworks or you post it directly to me. I'll get it solved. So enjoy and best of luck. Bye bye.